it has been a minuto. A minuto. And that's okay. And that's okay. We gotta start it off with a laugh, because let's just say life has been
So wait, shit.
heavy.
Did we, like, officially pick a name?
I like Yap
Yap
Pack. Yap Pack? That wasn't what I said. Yap Pack.
Okay.
Yap
That was it,
Gang,
right?
I still feel
No,
like
I don't
it's
like Yap
aggressive, so I feel like Yap Pack is the way to go.
Yap City.
And if you don't
bitch.
like it,
Yap City, bitch.
let us know.
I like that. Let's do Yap City.
So she's moving.
Yap City, yeah.
Okay.
Can't tie her down.
Okay. So we do promise that we will be more active.
Yes.
We just had life was
gone
lifing
for a minute.
Yeah.
I will say this much. I had some personal things going on. Nicole was very understanding. Because damn, life was lifing. And life is still lifing, but I think I owe it to, like, myself and Nicole to, like, just, we're gonna dive right back in. We're gonna...
Normalcy is good.
Yeah, it is.
When you're going through, like, hard shit. Like,
and
having
it helps.
a little bit of normalcy.
Yeah, you just gotta fake it till you make it, you know?
Yeah.
And so we're here.
And we're as good as we can be. And that's all we can do.
And we will be more active. I know we said we have, like, a Cabo vlog coming. We do have we got a lot of videos.
And pictures.
Just
and stories.
Have not made anything for it, but it's there, okay? And it will be coming. Just a little late. We also have a TikTok, which we need more active.
We have one
TikTok
video on
too. But I have another idea for another one, and it's so good.
Her ideas are always, like, not at
So
all what
good.
I would be even thinking to record. So she's definitely, like, you're the front loader on the TikTok. Because I'm like, I don't have, like, the balls to be like, oh, let's make this one. And then you say it, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah,
like,
let's do it.
That'll be your thing.
Okay.
Okay, but let's talk about Cabo, though. Because Cabo, it was a moment. Cabo, basically Cob Hose.
Cob Hose.
First of all, like, the weather was immaculate.
Nobody told me. I knew. Nobody told me it's that damn hot.
Okay, girl.
In Mexico.
Pause. No,
okay,
no.
Pause.
You've been to Cabo.
I've been to Mexico in, like, October. No, I
okay,
went
yeah,
in the summer.
but October's different.
But I did go in the summer, but it was like half a day. And it was kind of
Were you on a cruise?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, that makes sense.
It wasn't.
Yeah, Cabo
warm.
Or Mexico sun
Cabo's different.
in general.
It's different.
Like, even if you're brown, you're gonna be
that
dark.
way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's you and then the sun.
I
is,
still
like,
have
right
my
here.
tan line.
No, me too.
It's crazy.
No, me too.
And I started peeling. I'm like,
I only peeled on my shoulder.
she's getting comfy. She's tired of this.
I peeled on my shoulder, and then, like, a weird, like, spot, like, right here, like, on my neck. Like, from my bathing suit, like, my halter.
Yeah.
It, like, burned me.
I will say, some
that was
people came back looking like Larry the Lobster from SpongeBob.
We did have a Larry the Lobster with us.
We had two.
Yeah.
We had two.
But there was one that was, like, bad. I would say she was worse than the other. She was worse, but they were both Larrys, I will say that.
And she was still outside, too. She was like,
like, no, like, it's fine.
She
I'm
said,
gonna
no
get
makeup.
brown. I was like, no,
She
babe.
never got brown.
You're burnt. But no, it's gonna be brown. No, it's not.
Like a cherry tomato.
Is she brown now?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
She peeled.
Well, that's okay.
No, it's funny.
A lot happened, though. Personal favorite, so, like, on the resort, there was, like, multiple, like, some were more, like, snack stops, and then they had, like, all the restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
There was a place called Tiki Taco, okay? Every day, the taco meat was different, which I appreciate.
Was that the one in the middle?
In the middle that we went to on, I think, the third day the most.
That was my favorite.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they had, like, a bunch of different toppings.
But they
like
were only
mango
open
salsa
during dinner time.
Yes. But they did have one in the daytime, and it was still good.
Mid.
It was still good. But the toppings at the nighttime one, there was, like, that mango pico de gallo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Immaculate.
my God.
Yep.
Amazing. And I do appreciate that they changed the meat every day.
Every time, yeah. They
like,
even
it was
had
chicken, we had pork, we had beef, we had vegetarian stuff. I was like, the selection, it was.
Yeah.
And I definitely appreciate the resort doing that.
What was your favorite dinner? Because mine, I think the first night for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, personally, when I go to Mexico, I don't think about eating Japanese cuisine. And so when we ate at that place, I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but I was pleasantly surprised at how good it was.
Yeah.
For it being a Japanese cuisine place on a resort in Mexico. Phenomenal. Like, the selection of sushi and all the raw fish that we had access to was really, really good. But my favorite would have to be the Italian night.
Yeah.
I am a whore.
I don't remember the Italian food.
Whore for pasta.
No, same, but when do we have... Oh,
That was Denim. Denim
I wasn't
night.
that drunk. Okay.
Denim night.
Yeah.
Pasta. Like, my plate was just carbs.
You know why? I think because
minimal protein.
I had a bunch of tacos right before, and so I didn't eat that much.
You didn't eat that much there? Yeah. But I even here, like, I would say one of my favorite foods is freaking Italian food.
Yeah.
Like, I love pasta and meatballs and, like, pork and anything. Anything Alfredo, shrimp, scampi, like that vibe, yes.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. And it was like
but you like
pasta,
the Japanese
pasta, bread, and like 20% protein. Like,
yeah.
That's it. Like, it was carbs.
So I'm scrolling because I have a bone to pick. Okay.
Oh.
So she brought the Japanese dinner, and no one told me I had a wardrobe malfunction the whole time. The whole time I was sitting at dinner, no one told me an areola wanted to make the presents.
No way. You're lying.
I
know you're lying.
No,
you're lying. Because I would have told you, dude.
Are these not all the photos? What's going on?
I didn't. Who took pictures of you that night? Who was sitting across from you? Mariah.
No, that night Mariah was next to me. Okay, it was this night. Why am I not finding?
What?
Took 'em. These are not all.
See, she don't even have proof. She's lying.
No,
she's lying.
Because I showed Mariah, and she was like, "No, that is an areola." She's like, "That's not." No, it is. In every photo, girl, I'm going back. Maybe it was on my phone.
Okay, now I feel so bad because I genuinely did not see it. Because you know I would have told you.
I walked through that restaurant with my plate.
And she said.
And I was hot shit. I was like, yeah, no.
And her areola said.
I'm not gonna lie, people were looking. I said, yeah, it's the fit. No.
Did you know that?
No. Hey, put the pause on that.
No, you're lying, dude.
No,
what outfit?
No.
Okay, wait.
It was
Japanese
something
cuisine
nude
night
night.
was something nude.
Yes, and I was nude.
What did you wear again?
The see-through dress. But like, you couldn't see anything up here, or you weren't supposed to.
Oh, she said you weren't supposed.
You weren't supposed.
Because it was like a bandeau, right? Your top.
Yes. Someone who deleted the pictures. Pause.
No, I didn't. I didn't take those of you, so I don't have
Pause. How many photos are you supposed to have? It was like 700.
But if somebody, the thing I didn't know is when you have a shared album, if somebody
deletes it
from their phone, it deletes it from the shared album.
Yes.
So if they're not in there, that means whoever took them of you.
I'm upset.
Because she's
lying.
Lying.
Found him. Found him.
No way.
Okay, so here's casual, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I was like, wait, why does it look real dark?
No.
She made a presence. It wasn't too bad. But
you could
against white, like you can
against
tell.
white you can tell, but let's be so for real, Photoshop it. Photoshop and go erase.
I was like, oh wait, there's more.
Oh my god. How did none of us
notice
no
one
that?
told me.
Who took those of you? That's the person
who was across from me.
Gotta be one of the A's.
Hold on, wait.
It was one of the A's because M and N were right next to you. No, it was one of the A's.
Oh, who sat across? Who was drinking that? Who was drinking that?
Alex. Because Allie had a
espresso martini.
Yep.
Solved the mystery.
Solved.
Don't need Scooby-Doo.
Ear screwed.
Don't need Scooby-Doo.
Ear done. Yeah. So not my fault because I was sitting on this side. I didn't see.
Ma'am.
I couldn't see.
She said, I look in your eyes.
I
don't look down there.
I don't look down there because why would I?
Okay.
No, that's crazy.
Okay.
If you hadn't pointed that out, I would have never seen that.
Me either, but I was like looking through photos and I said, wait, what is that?
You said, why is it so dark?
I zoomed in so quick. I said, excuse me.
Did you post any of those?
No.
Okay, nobody did, I don't think, so you're good.
I did post my areola on accident. The ones that I posted from that night of me on the balcony with my head back. Yeah, nip slip. I had to delete it. Also, never listen to Mariah because I said, Mariah, can you tell? She goes, no, just post it. Hit post. I said, are you kidding me? So then Yako goes, yeah, everyone was talking about it. I said, what do you mean? So you're telling me people noticed?
Yeah. So now everybody knows what your areola looks like. But that's okay though. But that's okay though because like
she said they can pull you out in a lineup.
Yeah.
And that one.
Okay. Sorry. That's great. Well, I was gonna ask you what your favorite outfit was out of the whole.
It was that one.
Okay. Mine is the areola.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Liked yours that areola night. That was a nice one. That was
Don't be calling it the areola.
Actually, no. The night we went to downtown Cabo, that one was giving.
The maroon.
Yeah. That
my salsa dress.
Yep.
Yeah. I would say my salsa dress was one of my favorites, and probably I don't wear Canadian tuxedos, so I think that's why I like that one so much because that was very much out of my comfort zone. But I like how it came together.
It's very cute.
Yeah. Like denim on denim is like not something I would ever wear here.
Britney, Justin,
and I don't know why I wouldn't wear it. Really? I don't know what it is about it. Maybe I just don't have like the right pieces.
Oh no.
Like personally, when I wear, you wore jeans that night, right? And like a top. I don't like the way I look in jeans, like denim on denim with jeans.
Okay.
Okay. So we had some excursions planned.
Yeah.
We went on one.
Can I talk about how pissed I was that day?
Let it out.
Did you get your refund, by the way?
I haven't received like an email or anything.
Did you
from them.
message them?
Yeah, I did the whole thing on the flight home.
Oh, then you should have gotten it because we got ours like
maybe
a week and a half ago. So,
but did they email you saying like you got the refund, or do you just check your account?
Yeah.
That I will check my credit card statement because I was on my credit card, but I don't like typically check
like
that
2-3
statement.
weeks ago. So
You got the refund?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was.
Well, I'll check as soon as we're done.
It was literally like a week after we came back. Not even. Yeah, it was like a week after.
Okay.
We came back. Yeah.
Then I'll just check my statement because I did it on the flight home.
Yeah.
The thing. Yeah. Oh. Well, good to know. So we got our money back.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's talk about what we had.
But go ahead.
So before we get to like what
disclaimer,
pissed me off,
it was our fault. Disclaimer.
No, yes.
It was our fault.
That's not. I'm not mad about people.
No, I know.
People.
But no, I know the people. I'm just wanting to know like
which
was not the company's fault. It was our fault.
We will not name any names, okay?
But
so let's just talk about the whole trip. We get there, right? Night 1, we're all tired. Whatever. It's a travel day. You're usually tired on a travel day,
right?
Okay?
But we got to rally.
Somebody didn't come to dinner, and it wasn't because they were drinking. They were just tired.
As we all were.
Okay. And?
But we're there to do 3 things.
I can sleep
eat,
when I'm
drink,
home.
and celebrate you.
I can sleep when I'm home, right? Okay.
Period.
Anyways, that was night 1.
So already irritated from them.
So
with that person.
This person also didn't really hang out with us. So it was kind of giving like
why are you here?
Yeah. With the HO in front. Why is you here?
Yeah.
And I was like, you spent all this money
to be where?
What? I don't know.
Exactly.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? They were probably having the time of their life. They were probably out in Cabo, like in actual Cabo.
Because
Valley.
I thought the same thing.
I never saw them.
Another person, I said, what if we're the ones being punked right now and they're just like out on
they're
the town?
out, yeah.
And we're just thinking that they're in their room. Just saying. I did have that thought though.
No, it did cross my mind.
Yeah.
It
I
did
was like,
cross
should
my
we
mind.
go look in the room?
Yeah. I was like, she's
should.
out. She said, this is tourist.
We should. We should.
So, yeah, barely hung out with us. Like, we had, like, day activities.
Mm-hmm. Matching outfits for those two.
Yes. Which, all our outfits ate.
All of them.
Every day.
All of them.
No crumbs. Lick the plate. So.
Ask for second. But they didn't have any seconds.
They didn't have any seconds. Sorry. You get what you get.
So, that was it. I only packed what I was told to wear. I didn't have anything else.
So, why am I getting a text from old people?
Not from old people.
I don't work there anymore. This is an old group chat.
Oh, not grade level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anywho, where was I? Yeah, didn't hang out with us at all.
Yeah.
Just for like the dinner and the excursion, the one excursion that we did make, and that was
We had
about
two
it.
planned.
Also, they're not really social, which is fine.
In general, which is fine, and we all knew that going into it,
but
and we're prepared.
Pulling teeth. Yeah. Pulling wisdom teeth.
With no medication.
Yeah, so that was kind of irritating me, but I was like, whatever, I'm not going to let it affect me.
Right.
But, yeah, so we went on a catamaran. Did we talk about that yet?
No. We were talking about the excursion that we missed.
Oh, so we...
Start with that one.
Okay, so we booked a catamaran and we booked ATVs, right? And we missed our ATV booking.
Our fault.
Because they got there at 7:30 in the morning.
Yes. But on our ticket, it said 9.
Yeah.
9 a.m. So we're thinking, cool, we're going to get picked up at 9. The excursion starts at 9. No.
Yeah.
The meaning of the 9 was like, you need to be
there
at the ATV area
at 9
by 9. So we were supposed to get picked up at 7:30.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't wake up till 8 because we were like, oh, perfect.
No, we were up because
were we?
7:30.
No, I guess we were up.
When
right.
7:30 hit, they called one of the hotel rooms of the people with
of
us.
our party,
and that was around 7:30ish.
You're right.
And we were already changing
to be ready to go.
Like we're already up, but we just took a little too long. Which I get you other people to pick up. That's fine.
Yeah. But we were like, oh, they're here, cool, but not like, oh, they're here, we need to go right now.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like the people in my room, I feel like we were ready to where we could have just like, bye. Yeah.
It's okay though.
Yeah.
We got the refund.
I can just ATV here, it's fine. Yeah.
We could, that's the thing is we could do that anywhere.
Yeah.
But the other excursion was the catamaran. Personally, I've never been on a catamaran in my entire life, and that was one of the funnest things I've ever done.
It was so fun.
The
music
and the people that
sunset.
were on our catamaran were actually so fun.
Even the old couple, like
there was
That one old couple. What song was it? Do you remember?
Lady in the Streets, but a freak in the bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't say a word.
He didn't say anything the whole song.
When that part of the song came on, he said, "But a freak in the bed."
He looked at his wife and he was like, "I want a lady in the street," and then he was like, "And a freak in the bed," and I said,
"They're on vacation." Period. They're on vacation.
And they gotta be in like 50s.
Yeah.
Easily in their 50s, and I was like,
goals. Never
as he should talk about you like that.
Never want to lose that. Yeah.
As he should. But he said nothing the entire
Yeah, went back to being silent too.
And then just said, anyways. And we all looked at each other like, oh, okay, period. No, pop off. No, it was really fun. Sunset was beautiful. We went to like the
gorgeous.
They're called the arcs.
The arch, or something like that.
Arches, whatever.
What they're known for, basically.
And it was really cool. Everybody on the catamaran was fun. Like the person and people in charge of the catamaran were fun. But we were disappointed with the snacks. So on the ticket, it said appetizers and drinks like included in the, which is why we did it, because it was unlimited drinks, and then we were like, cool, they're gonna have appetizers. Well, we didn't get the food because we all went kind of like hungry, because we were like, no, there's gonna be food, so we're not gonna eat. Well, we didn't get the food until almost heading back.
Yes.
From
probably the last 45 minutes.
Yes.
And it was a 2-hour thing.
It was chips and guac.
And no, don't get like the Lay's chips and like all that.
And they had like chip bags, like the little mini.
Yeah.
I could have eaten food at the resort.
Yeah, I was hungry.
Starving.
So we did go eat after.
Then we went to, because we were like under the impression that they were going to have food, not, when you say appetizers to me, I'm thinking more like finger food, like good, not just chips and guac.
But that's also how you get people to book, you know?
Yeah, but not nice.
Not nice. We did meet a cool batch of children, I will say.
Like literal children. Because mind you, we were there on spring break.
Yeah.
So let's front load that.
Yeah.
It was spring break for multiple colleges and I'm sure high schools.
Yeah.
Which is why we were there.
This trip humbled me. I had a come to Jesus moment where I was like, I'm too old for this. Because
that part.
Everybody out there, it could have been the time, but everybody out there, babies.
Yeah.
Could not drink in the States.
19, 20.
Could not drink in the States.
Yeah. It got to a point where we were like, if anybody that we even interacted with, we were like, so how old are you?
Yeah, let's just preface.
First question.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah.
But they were really cool. They were like, awesome, and they.
What school do you go to?
Yeah, they were like, what school do you guys go to? And I was like, the one I work at. I don't go to school, but like I work at a school. They were like, oh, I said, yeah, we're all teachers.
I think we got called moms about 2 or 3 times on that trip, and I was like, I don't have children.
Our moms are here, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because none of us have kids.
Yeah. And the guys on the beach, I don't know if I told you, the ones that sell the like signs.
Oh, the
headbands.
Headbands.
He was only showing me the mom ones.
He thought you were a mom. I love
said,
that though.
So you're really not getting my money. What do you mean?
Yeah, you're like, no.
I'm offended.
No thanks. Pool parties. But, okay. Personal opinion.
I have flashbacks. I said.
I've never been to a Vegas pool party. I've never been. Have you been to a Vegas pool party? Okay, similar, the same, or better? I've never been to a Vegas pool party.
Vegas is obviously better. Way better.
You think? I've never been. But why? Why is it better?
Oh my gosh, champagne showers, like it's fun, and they.
Okay.
Yeah. The music here better though. At the resort better.
Really?
Yeah, because usually the music in Vegas is like EDM, like I don't know.
Which it kind of was that in Mexico.
It was, but like when I go,
they like
it's not songs I know.
But they mixed it in with bangers.
Yes, like Sexy Red.
Yeah.
And like all that.
It would be like Sexy Red and then into an EDM beat.
Yeah.
So it's like
okay.
Fine, we got it. But the pool parties were also themed, so we did neon, and we did
the last night was neon,
pink
party, and we didn't go to the white party, huh? No, we did go to the white party. We just didn't get in the pool. That was our first night.
But we also that was our first night, and we didn't know there was a white party, so we didn't have white.
Yeah, I will say neon party was the best because it was at night.
Yes.
The pools were heated. We got on the foam.
The
pools
the
foam
were
that comes down.
Heated, hot,
and I liked it. I was here.
No, it was great, but I didn't think it was gonna be that
Me
hot.
either.
I was like, I get a heated pool, like I've been in a heated pool, but that pool was like actually hot.
No,
could have been a hot tub.
They got money.
No, they did.
They said it was these heaters.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All in all, I think Cabo was great. I think definitely agree with you though on the being humbled part. Like I was very much like not something I could do every weekend.
Yeah.
We met somebody who had been there for already had been there 8 days. Remember?
When were they leaving?
One of the what's this? It was that group of like anesthesiologists.
Oh.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, I've already been here for 8 days. I don't leave for another 5. I said.
By the way, talk about black excellence.
Yeah, it was 5 of them.
They had good jobs.
2 were anesthesiologists. One was like a
a psychiatrist was one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, one was a neuro something.
A neuro something, and we were just like,
hold on, what? Also, they could have been lying.
No, I really don't think.
No, I'm just saying, like,
no,
when
they
I
could
go
have been
out,
lying. 100%.
I'm a lawyer. Like,
100% they could have been lying, but I don't think they were
no,
because of how much they were talking about their jobs and like how in depth they were going and like how they all did like med school together and like it made sense.
But it was really cool. It was really cool. So.
But I was like, how have you already been here for 8 days and you're not leaving for another 5?
It.
Oh my god, literally.
Gosh.
Okay, in other news, which I'm really
really
excited to talk about this one because I, for one, knew nothing about it
until the day of.
And we're talking about the all-female craft launch into space.
Also, why did they only put Katy Perry on the face of it? Like, no one, Gayle King went, hello.
Literally.
Does no one know who that is?
Which, I didn't know a majority. I didn't even know what Jeff Bezos. I didn't even know
his
what
wife.
Jeff Bezos' wife looked like until then.
Until she got off and like hugged him.
Right.
Like, oh, yeah.
But I didn't know any of the women other than those 2.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't know about it before it happened. I knew about it the day of, and then obviously my TikTok is like all the videos, all the whatevers, and then I did some extensive research because I was like, why are we sending them to space?
Yeah.
Is it for like an experiment? In conclusion, I came to the fact that that is Jeff Bezos' FU money, fun way to spend his money.
Yes.
And everybody that was there watching, I said, why is Khloe Kardashian just... What? Girl! Like, who... First of all, did you have to pay to be invited? Were you just invited? Was it more for the TV? Like, what is happening? And why were they only there for
And is this
11?
like a historical moment? Is this supposed to be like marked as a historical moment?
What I said, I was like, there's already women astronauts.
Right. I don't get it.
We've already put women on the moon.
But they're not celebrities.
Who cares?
It's different. They're not celebrities.
So I'm just confused. I want to know why they were only there for 11 minutes. My coworker said, why did they only have Katy Perry there for 11? They should have left her.
Right.
I said, damn.
She got a song called Extraterrestrial.
I said, baby, you're a firework. That's crazy. I said, go make an album on the moon.
Don't you ever feel like a plastic bag
drifting through the wind.
Go.
Literally. But like 11 minutes seems a bit of like, why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
And again, I didn't know about it till the day of. I woke up one morning and I said, huh? It was like, Katy Perry's going to space.
I said, what?
I thought it was fake.
Why?
That was a movie.
Yes. I was like, April Fools? I know it's April, but no. I'm confused. The other thing, did you see the conspiracy about like how it was fake because she took that flower?
Yeah.
And the flower came back like the exact same?
It was giving fake to me.
And like the video when they were up there, and when they were up there, the video was whatever, but when they were coming back and everybody, like, why are we screaming? It gave cringe.
I don't know
I'm sorry.
what the point was.
It gave cringy. Why are celebrities the only, like, Oprah was crying. I'm just
she's
like...
She's gonna get her best friend Gail back, that's
why. I'm just like, babe, like, we've already put women in space before. This is not something new.
Would you do it?
I thought about that. I don't know.
It crossed my mind.
I've always thought, because, like, in my head, I'm like, what if one day they figure out, like, we can go and survive on another planet, and, like, they would, like, pay you money to do it? Like, would you go? I feel like I'd be terrified of going, but I feel like if I had enough evidence, I would go.
No.
You wouldn't go. I
hate
would
heights,
go.
you know that. I hate flying, so to put
this
me on
is
an
true.
aircraft.
But if you could ignore that and just be like, would you take the opportunity ignoring your fear of flying?
No.
No? See, I would.
I'd have a breakdown.
Really?
If you can get me there on like a lift, like when you go snowboarding. It
might
might
be a
take a
long-ass
while.
lift, hold up.
Hey, if you can get me on a comfy lift, yeah, I'll do it.
Dead. She's like, I'll see you in about 3
8
months.
days? Oh.
You're not gonna get in there. 8 days, you're crazy. I think I would go. I think that'd be a cool, like, thing to say you did.
Yeah.
But I would need, like, extensive proof.
Yeah.
To know that, like, there's already people there. They're surviving. It's somewhat-ish similar to here, like, things that you need necessity-wise.
Okay.
I think I'd go.
Yeah.
But for 11 minutes, no. Because
So,
what am I risking my life for?
62 miles away is the edge, apparently, of space, which is where they went.
Yes.
And it takes 11 minutes to get there. So I was like, okay. 11 minutes? How fast are these aircrafts going?
They did, on the news clip, they did state, like, the miles per hour, but I don't remember what it was.
I'm like...
But when they covered it on the news, like, the clip showing the takeoff and then, like, them being up there, the announcer lady did say, now I'm curious, but she did say the miles per hour.
Because I tried to do some math, right?
And it's not
I
mathing.
came to the conclusion that it just wasn't making sense to me. Therefore, it's not making sense to anyone else.
When people are literally like, it's fake. And I just don't get why you would fake that, though, because, like you said, it's not historical. Women have already been to space.
Yeah.
So were you just
Was he trying to be historical, though? Is that why? He's like, let me just send this random group of women up.
I really feel like Jeff Bezos just has so much money and doesn't know what to do with it.
How do you select them? Because they don't really know each other like that, do they?
I said, did you sign
Gail
up?
don't hang out with Katy Perry.
Did you sign up for it? Did he call you and he's like, hey, Katy Perry, I really just want you to be on... Like, what?
And why was she the face for it?
I don't know. Like, it's just, none of it is making sense, and I truly feel like if you're gonna spend that much money on something, like, you could have, I'm not saying that he doesn't do things for the world and, like, humanity, I'm sure he does and donates and does whatever, but, like, that money could have also just been put towards something better for everybody else.
My account.
Or in our accounts. And even if it doesn't go to me, like, build some homes for people. Build a freaking college. I don't know. Like, do something. Because
Bezos University has a ring to it, and it's all about, like,
for, like,
technology
entrepreneurs.
or something like that, and, like, business.
Like an entrepreneur, like, college. Like, that would be amazing. But no, instead we're going to pick the randomest selection of women.
Yeah.
Who are all famous, and they're going to go to space for 11 minutes. Makes zero sense.
Yeah.
And honestly, it kind of pisses me off a little bit. Because I'm like, why?
Because when you have that much money, you just run out of ideas.
That's what I'm saying.
Of
It's
what
F
to
you
do,
money.
I guess. Yeah.
You're just like, why
I'm
not?
bored. What should we do tomorrow?
It's
Go
like,
to space?
literally.
Let's go to space.
Because how long was that in the works? And we knew nothing about it until the day of.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I can't wrap my head around it. The why. Maybe there is no why, and we're just tripping. That could
Like you said,
literally wholeheartedly
he has
be that it was
so
fun.
he's like, whatever.
His
wife is like, I want to go to space. He's like,
probably,
hey,
dude.
you know what?
Probably.
Now that's love right there.
Yeah, that's love. He said, let me make that happen.
Gosh.
Tomorrow. You want to go tomorrow? Period. I'll have him build
Get
it
your
right
friends.
Call all your friends,
And
babe.
yeah, tell them to suit up.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyways,
Sorry,
we'll move on from that because... Sorry, you guys
She's so judgmental.
If you guys could see the way that this dog is looking at us right now,
and not breaking eye contact either.
her butt is facing us, but she's looking back at it and like giving side eye at the same time, and not breaking the eye contact. She
comes.
yeah. See, yeah.
She said, "Who are you talking about? Me?"
Yeah, you would have gone to space with that aircraft, huh? That's what I thought.
You can't take
My gosh. Okay, it's your turn for the It Happens, and I'm actually kind of like curious as to what this one is about.
I saw this maybe 2 days ago. It was on TikTok.
Okay.
So, teens nowadays, right?
What about
Emotionally, like how they handle their emotions, would you say is better or worse than when we were younger?
Than when we were younger?
Yeah, like when we were teenagers.
I would say, in my opinion, it is better. In one way and not good, and like I could argue both sides honestly evenly.
I would say as a whole, if we had to look at them as a whole, I would say they're not as self-aware.
Correct. But I think they are more outspoken than we were because we were told, just do what you're told and
they
don't
have
ask questions.
audacity.
And they definitely have an audacity.
Yes.
And I do appreciate that for some reasons. I do think that you should have a mind of your own and like question things.
Yes.
Whereas when we were younger,
And I
we
always
were
encourage
like,
that.
this is what you're gonna do, point blank period, no questions asked.
There's also a way to go about it. Like they're just so blatantly just.
Yeah, I appreciate when you have an audacity respectfully.
Yeah.
And you're like, I want to know why this is what we're doing. Like, why does this pertain to me? What's the importance? In a respectful manner.
Yes.
Curiosity is great.
Okay, so not all of them are like that. Again,
Yeah.
they don't know how to get their point across.
Respectfully. Yeah.
So they don't know how to communicate.
Correct.
And some of them are also desensitized because of social media.
Oh, absolutely, 110%.
This story. The title was 17-year-old teen arrested for shooting at his friend for losing their Snapchat streak of 210 days. Excuse me? Yeah. Why?
I lost my Snapchat streak
Why?
like left and right in high school. Like,
And no one's shooting at you. You're
because
not
it wasn't
dodging
that
bullets like
serious.
the Matrix. You're fine. Yeah.
This boy
This boy
committed murder
crime. I don't think he killed his friend.
Oh,
still.
Okay, so the friend's alive.
Yeah, but still. That's crazy. You come, I don't know if he came to school or what, but he's like, hey, you let our streak die. Like, what?
What did it, like, did the parents say, like, did
there
they have a
was no other detail. I tried to find it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, let that be my kid.
I just don't get it. Like, I think
I don't
just
get it either.
hold certain things to, like, just
Such
have
a high
so much
regard.
value, and, like, a Snapchat streak is the last thing on my mind.
No.
I don't care. Like,
yeah.
Also, you can pay to restore it. It's 99 cents. But anyways.
You could do that. You could pay to restore
I've done it many times. No one knows. I've lost many streaks.
I didn't know you could pay for that. I've heard some of my students talk about their streaks, and I have people with like 400 days plus.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
wait, let me see what my.
But when I see, kid you not, I can't open my phone right now because we're recording. But if I opened my Snapchat, I have 0 streaks, and I could guarantee that my Snap score is probably the lowest you've ever seen because I don't use Snapchat. Matter of fact, Snapchat pisses me off because every time my memory comes up, I'm like, did I ask to be remembered?
Yeah,
no. God.
That was a tough time.
We don't want to talk about 2016 Nicole, okay?
Dang, I want to know about 2016 Nicole.
It wasn't that
Drake. I want to know about it.
Drake's album was the best part about 2016. Literally nothing else matters.
Gosh.
But, like, Snapchat legitimately pisses me off.
Yeah.
What's your highest streak?
876 days.
What are you sending? Is it just a selfie?
Anything, just to keep it going. Oh, the sky.
See, that's what my kids do, and I don't get it. I'm like,
Yeah.
because if you're not gonna, like, send something that's, like,
meaningful or whatever.
Why are you sending it?
Yeah.
You're the same.
Snapchat has died out.
No, you're literally the same.
You don't even know. It's with the fiance. It's different.
I get that. No, I get that. But I'm like, when I'm saying to like, to keep it, you're like, just as pressed to keep it. That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, Snapchat was never really something that I like.
No.
Held to a high regard.
No. When did it come out? When we were in high school.
Most definitely. What year? I don't remember.
At that time, it was popping though.
Like,
And now, like, people still use Snapchat to like
when
communicate.
People have Snapchat like as a form of communication.
To communicate.
Or like you're texting somebody on Snapchat whose phone number you have. I'm like,
you have
why?
a phone.
Or why do you text on Instagram?
I don't get it.
With somebody you talk to every day, just text them on your phone. I don't get it. My brother does that, and I'm like, why? Senior in high school, mind you. But still, I'm like, why? Just, you have their number, right? Okay, so text them.
Send a message.
Pick up the phone.
Or, if you
FaceTime
don't have the number, WhatsApp, right? You can use WhatsApp without giving away your number.
Do you remember Kick?
I do, and it crossed my mind. I said, no, they got rid of Kick. That's when we're dating ourselves. I remember Kick. I used to use Kick.
Kick is crazy.
Kick was everything.
Kick was middle school for me.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
She said for me, I said, yeah.
That's not what I was saying.
Yeah, I think I used it in middle school and high school.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Until they got rid of it.
Actually, how long did it last?
Like what, 3 years ago maybe?
How long did it even last?
I know it was a thing outside of high school. I'm pretty sure.
Kick was.
Do you remember text free?
Yes.
Ooh.
Or like if you had any, what is that the thing where like if you have any Apple product you could like make a new number, or is that different? Yeah. Oh my god, the audacity. Like the rate.
I was blown.
Like if you want me to rate you.
So, like you want to talk to this
like
number?
for a TBH.
Oh my god, can we bring that back?
No, because the way I will just obliterate.
It's the way I'm gonna tear some people up.
Like for a TBH on a story on Instagram was like the way to be bullied
as an adult
without being bullied.
As
like to be honest, you're like super chill, never talk to you, but like you're really nice.
Actually, I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. No, I'm being so real. I'm doing it on our account and our personals.
Absolutely
I'm gonna repost it from our account to my personal. Like,
I'm dead. No,
if you dare.
Was every time that I like liked somebody's stories like that, I was terrified of what they were gonna rate me as.
What else? There was something else. They had a lot of things like that.
I only remember the rate, like for a TBH, like for a rate, but they would post a picture of you with the rate, and I'm like, and they're just stealing these pictures from your Instagram. Now I go just snapshot or screenshot the picture. Yeah. And they would post that on their story with their rating of you out of 10.
Do you remember it was like a list of like 10 things, and it was like, oh, your wedding, and it was like, who's the best man?
Yes.
Yeah. Who are you gonna marry?
Yeah. No, that's crazy. But that was like our form of like bullying without bullying.
Yeah.
Because it's like you decided to like that.
Yeah, you put yourself in that situation.
Receive the information.
You knew it wasn't gonna be good.
So you can't really get mad at what they're gonna say because you didn't have to like the story.
No.
So that's why I feel like I don't feel bad for you. I'm just gonna say what I feel.
you're like.
Yeah.
So I've been.
But see, my mom was the type to like
you.
check my social media.
Oh yeah.
So I never did things like I never was the one to like post that online like for TBH or rate because I know that if my mom saw me doing that, she'd be like, "Why are you being mean to people?" Like,
yeah.
But my mom consistently checked my phone growing up.
My
just
mom should have done that to me because girl.
You said, "Girl," my mom didn't, but she should.
No, she did. She did it one time.
Really?
Because she did it often, so like I didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't delete anything, so she did it one time. And this was like 8th grade. I didn't have a phone for about a year and a half.
That's a long time. My longest grounding was 3 months. A year and a half is crazy.
I can only talk to my best friend and my sister at the time.
You were like on an island by yourself.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So like your social time was school.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I would go to school and be like, "Hey, can I use your phone?" like, use my friend's phone to like text people and stuff.
Wow.
Yes.
You sound like the girls that are like
wild.
in the bathroom putting mascara on because they can't wear makeup when they leave the house.
I used to do that with shorts. I can wear shorts. So
No,
like,
I've seen girls change full outfits or put makeup on in the bathroom because they know that if they leave the house, they're gonna get in trouble.
Strict parents, but you know what they say about strict parents? Sneaky children.
Yep, all the time, and we see it all the time.
And I was sneaky.
That's crazy. And my mom was like on me, so I always knew. And if I did have something that I didn't want her to see, and I knew that the check was coming, delete, and just pray that in her checking it, I didn't miss something and that nothing came through.
Yeah.
In that time.
She's like, "Nicole, why did someone just text you?"
No, yeah, she had my password. Like she knew everything. Like she could have just done it whenever, and I wouldn't even know.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was bad. But it's okay. On a more happy note, did you know? Because I didn't know this. That May is like often associated with renewal, growth, and the start of warm weather. Start of warm weather, pretty self-explanatory there.
Yeah.
But I love that May is being associated with renewal and growth because I feel like, given how April went, I feel like we can both use that. I feel like for me, April was super busy, like volleyball and everything, and I'm just like ready for like fresh start.
Yeah.
And just like
no, I agree.
New vibes.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. So
I did a new tattoo, which symbolizes the same thing. So.
Let me see.
It's a dandelion.
Oh, cute.
But I love the placement. She's a little dry.
This one?
Dry, yeah.
This placement is so good for a tattoo. I want to get this one.
Yeah,
now.
same.
This one's
I want to get my back done.
And I was surprised at how much this one didn't hurt.
No, not at all.
I was expecting the inside of the arm to be like worse than anything else. I would arguably say that the back of the arm hurts more.
Yeah.
Yes.
This was therapeutic. I even told her that. I said, "This is nice."
Yeah,
you're like
therapy. It hurts so good. No,
like,
totally feel that.
Yeah.
If you don't already, you gotta follow us on Instagram, which is Yap Hour with 2 P's. And our YouTube is just Yap Hour. We are also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And TikTok, which is also the same as our Instagram.
New TikTok coming soon.
Because she's gonna make me do it.
Because I already know which one we're doing.
And that's fine. But yeah. And we'll see you later. And thanks for yapping with us today.
Thanks for yapping with us.
Episode is May 2nd.
We're back, bitches. You know what's
May
giving?
2nd.
What's that TikTok where it's like, "We're back. Did you miss us?"
What show is that from?
You. Isn't it the Kardashians?
Do you want to say bye?
Hey, Effie, come here. Hey.
Look at her.
There she is.
Face
pretty
down.
girl.
Look at her.
Pretty girl. Oh, no.
No.